What's going on YouTube? This is VMCool247. Here's my Elemental Hero deck profile that kind of also combines a little bit of Sir Darkblade, and I'll get to how it does in just a moment here. But essentially, Elemental Hero in the GOAT format is so terrible. So I tried my best to build a deck around them. And I say them is because there's Avion and Burstinatrix, but then there's also the Clayman and Sparkman. I've gotten a couple wins with this, but it's a scratch and claw your way to do so. So essentially, the way the deck runs is you have these vanilla monsters, and that's why I added Darkblade for that extra 1800 oomph vanilla. But what is noticeable about these guys is that they are all fusions, right? So I took advantage of that, and they're all warriors. So at least they're warriors. We can search them via Rhoda, and you can grab the appropriate piece you need to polymerization them into one of these monsters. And they're okay, low 22,000 attacks with okay effects. So essentially, once you pitch them to the grave, since they're vanilla monsters, except this guy, you're able to bring them back to your hand. So at least this gives you kind of like a +1 or whatever they talk about, you know, getting some card advantage. So at least you're able to pitch it back to your hand because of the Dark Factory here. And you can grab the 2 cards you need too, in case you do need to polymerization them into something, which is pretty nice. And that's why I have a card like Regeki in here, so you can discard that to the grave. So let me just go into the card by card real quick. So since we have Rhoda, we really only need one of, and you don't want to have any more than that, because it's not the craziest combo in the world, or it's not the craziest monster you're getting from them in the world. So these two make Flame Wingman, these two make the Thunder guy, these two make Darkblade, Dragon Knight, which is cool. I've always wanted to use him. Tribe, now we just need some good staples, which is why we have those guys. Don Zalug, so you can hopefully try to catch up on the card advantage game. He's also Rhoda searchable. And then we have King of the Swamp, which is either a poly or a target for one of these, and you just need that in case for whatever reason you don't have the other one, or it's already in the grave and you can't retrieve it yet. So King of the Swamp is that connection. Then we have Rhoda, of course, which is like one of the best cards in this deck. Polymerization, 3 of, and then a defusion, 2 in case you need to duck a Mirror Force, or you want to just attack a little bit extra to give that extra oomph, and they're in the grave. I just threw in a defusion for that reason. It's nothing too crazy there, but I just like the little anticipation, and I love quick play spells, and that's why I'm running that. And it's just a cool factor. That's what we're really going for with this deck. The Warrior Returning Alive, so it's like a monster reincarnation, but without having to discard. So you can just grab a monster or a warrior from the grave, instead of having to grab 2, and it could be any warrior, level 4 or lower. And then Prima, in case you just want to bring it to the field, or you can Prima one of these guys because they were fusion summoned properly, and unlike Metamorphosis. Snatch Steal, because your monsters aren't as good and you want to take theirs too. The best cards in the game, they need to take this card, or they should just take these 3 cards out. Honestly, it's just too crazy. They should it's because it makes the GOAT format less competitive, but I guess that's what GOAT format is a little bit about. Card destruction, because if you have just a whole bunch of vanillas, that's perfect in your hand. Heavy Storm, back row, just one ofs because you want variety and options. Call again because they were properly fusion summoned to begin with, and then that's about it. And like I said, with Regeki, you don't mind pitching a vanilla to the grave because you have 3 means to get it back to your hand. So yeah, had a couple wins with this, but and it's mostly for the fun nostalgia factor. Not a lot of people. I haven't seen anyone actually really run this. I know some of my friends were building our decks around this, but it's just more for a fun nostalgia factor. And if you get off a win with that as well, then you got some style points. So hope you like the deck profile, and good luck with your elemental hero builds, I guess. Thanks for watching.